Johnny Walker, if you don't mind, can you fade us out so we can start the show? Johnny got a real soulful vibe. I feel like I should be drinking some whiskey. The music he playing.
Love Hate was the spot.
I need on the beach. I need to be like Shannon Sharp. A yak and a black and mild. A yak and mild. I got all the yak and miles you need. Appreciate you, Johnny. But
we going? All right, let's start. So that's Mike.
And that's Toya.
And this is Tech Beats and Bytes.
And today we have Kim, one of our super fans, one of our she-rolls from We Are Tech.
Absolutely.
One of our biggest supporters, one of the most outspoken people you'll ever meet. But although she was nervous as hell to get behind this mic and be on camera, she will talk you to death, but now she is scared. We put people in their place.
I think she's calmed down now.
Two shots later.
Some music. Kim ready. Kim is about that life.
Everybody, let's give a round of applause to Kim Gordon. Let's give a round of applause. We'll appreciate you.
Love.
Thank you.
See, okay, so we're going to have to do this.
I never
do this.
got applause before.
Get close, guys.
Talk to the mic.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. Stay right there.
All right.
So, Kim, can you quickly tell us about your position with the National Hurricane? What is the official National Hurricane Center?
It's the National Hurricane Center.
Okay. Can you tell us about your position with the National Hurricane Center?
All right. Well, I am a Windows System Administrator.
Kim, please do not pretend you are on TV. This is me and you talking. I know your
Okay,
personality.
I'm the Windows System Administrator, but I'm the first black woman to work in technology at the Hurricane Center.
Hold on, let's give her a round of applause for that. That is amazing. The first black. Are you the first black? Are you the first woman or just black woman?
Black woman.
Okay, so I wanted to be able to give you the woman credit.
That part.
That's fine. We'll take that part. But the first black woman to work in the technical department of the National Hurricane Center.
That's huge.
Walk in the doors.
Yeah, that's big. Relax.
That is huge. You good.
Only reach for the drink. You don't got to reach for nothing. No.
I ain't reaching.
So, for one, how did you end up landing a job? I mean, Windows, it's a lot of Mac people out here that's watching this, so we already biased. But
yeah.
But how did you end up landing that job?
Well, actually, they found me.
Okay.
And they found me through an old resume.
Talking to the mic.
5-year resume, actually. So they called me up and said I wanted to relocate to Miami, and I was already in Miami.
Wow.
So it was a door that opened from God.
A door that opened from God. That's impressive. So
but
it wasn't a job.
Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say, it wasn't a job you applied for.
Right.
So they just found your resume and they reached out to you and they said, hey, we want you to be a part of the team?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Well, that's impressive.
But let's talk about what was on that resume.
Yeah, I was about to say, what kind of skill set do you have that made the National Hurricane Center call you?
Well, I have a bachelor's in information systems. I also have 2 master's degrees. I have an MBA in international business and a master's in information systems. So I had the education.
Hold up, man. How many degrees you got? Is that 5?
It's really 4, but.
So I'm going to ask y'all a question for those that are paying attention. You see Kim. Kim has colored contacts. Kim has colored hair, braces, and is full of life. Now, I just want to ask a real unbiased question. How many people saw Kim and thought that she was a head of IT at the National Hurricane Center? This is, of course you did, Rosie. Of course you did. This is the reason why we are doing this show. There's so many cast type and stereotypes that most people don't know the talent that exists. So when we met Kim, initially our team met Kim at Venture Cafe. And when she told us what we did, everybody just stopped and we was like, What?
Say that again?
And exactly, like, are you sure that's what you do? And even as people in technology, we realized we were pretty much discriminating and we were being biased against someone that was one of our own. So we were like, you know what? You deserve to be on the show because you are breaking down the ceilings and you are pretty much the example of why we started Digital Grass in the first place. So Kim was a shero and we honored her in one of the events. But Kim, one of the things I want to get to before Toya gets back to the tech questions in your career. I was hitting you up and texting you every 30 minutes, asking you what the hell was going on with Irma. And
he was sending the updates to us.
Yeah, I was sending the updates to my team, like, y'all sit still. Kim told me, don't do nothing till the hurricane hit Cuba. And when the hurricane hit Cuba, she'll let me know what I should do. So I'm talking to my mom and my dad, future mother-in-law and father-in-law, and they like, so when y'all gonna leave? It's like, we ain't going nowhere. Kim told us not to go nowhere till the hurricane hits Cuba. But that ain't what we seeing on the news, mama. Kim told me not to leave till the hurricane hit Cuba. So what I really want to know, and what all the fans out here want to know, is why the hell the information you had isn't put out on the news? Is it a precautionary tool that they don't release certain information? But how did you have certain information that ended up being very much truthful that wasn't also relayed to the public till much later?
Because for one, I'm not allowed to disclose certain things.
Okay.
And the number one thing, I'm not a meteorologist. So please do you. I told everybody, do whatever what you feel in your heart. But I was staying because I had to wait till what happened with Cuba so people actually watch what I did, and I watched what they did. So I actually followed what they did because this was my first hurricane.
Okay. So I never thought about that. You did recently move down here. You moved down here three years ago? 2 years ago, and we haven't had a hurricane in almost 8-9 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So what data or what exactly does your job entail? We know your position, but what exactly are you using all those 4.5, 5 degrees that you have? What exactly do you do at the National Hurricane Center?
Well, actually, we wear many hats. We support the meteorologists when it's showtime. I'm telling you, it is so amazing to see these guys do what they do, and I love it. I'm just right there, and I actually look like I'm a meteorologist, so that's why people, contact me and want, information from me. But I just admire what they do, and just to support the high level of computer systems that they have, and I'm behind making sure that those things stay up. You know what I mean? It feels so good.
So your job is to make sure the servers and make sure the data is coming through.
Everything in the background. I do the phone. Just because the title does mean nothing, I do it all.
All right.
Many hats.
That's impressive.
Many hats.
If they can use me, I'm happy because I love what I do. There's a difference.
That means a lot.
Mm-hmm. So as a woman behind the scenes, being the supporter for what the public sees, did you see Hidden Figures, the movie Hidden Figures? Mm-mm. You didn't see it? Mm-mm.
How did it immediately feel? What I thought about, yeah.
Right, but how does it feel for you to sort of be in the background? Do you like being the support? Do you like sort of being in that space? Like, you know what I mean? Because I know we'll get into it too about your background and what you did at other places that kind of set you up for what you're doing now. But talk a little bit about how it feels to sort of be that backbone for a huge organization like the National Hurricane Center.
Well, it's why I got in technology. It's because of everyone depends on you and they don't even know it, and we have such a thankless job where we don't get called on until something's broken or you want to learn something or something's not fixed, but we are important at that moment, and it feels good there. They respect me and they love me each and every day, to where I'm excited to support them, work for them, do whatever I need to do for them. So that's why, this is one of the best jobs I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
And I can say my life.
Mm-hmm.
What were some of your previous career jobs? What did you do before working at the National Hurricane Center? Well,
actually, I started out doing PC help with an architecture firm. Tried that industry out, didn't work out, but it was a career step as I was going to school. And I would, my next job, I would work real estate, Long and Foster, and then I was the email administrator there. So I was learning the email side, because technology is so big that there's so many different lanes you can get into, and I wanted to tap all of them. And
hold on, before you move forward. For some people, you need to unpack that a little bit. What do you mean by different languages and technology? Some people may not understand that.
I meant different lanes in technology.
Okay, lanes, okay.
There's
Different ways to get
yes,
involved.
yes. There's networking. There's tech support. There's so many titles that all in one gumbo pot that you know you're blessed just to get those opportunities. But in a male-dominated field, it was hard for me in my journey because those doors kept closing and they was not ready for a black woman doing technology at the time or believe that I had those 2 master's degrees. So I also was the first black woman to be the IT manager of a mega black church. I was there for 5 years, First Mount Zion Baptist Church in Virginia. And then from there, I got a job. I got picked out of 20 men to design the high-tech simulation center for Howard University.
Whoa.
That's what I wanted her to get to.
And then from there, after I was done designing that, because I was the IT manager there, from there I wanted to try the airline industry. So I got selected for Allentown Airport, International Airport in it's Lehigh. Lehigh Valley International Airport. It's next to Philly. It's right there between New York.
Okay, I know what you're talking
and I was again, first black woman to be the director of IT. And that wasn't sitting well with the team either. So I just picked my family up and we moved to Miami. I got kind of frustrated and stressed and, and my kids, my boys, I have 5 kids, and they look up to me and they see technology, and I talk about it. They know it as well. And for my oldest, who's a senior, to say, "Mommy, if technology is so big, why do we have to keep moving? And why do they not respect you in your positions?" And I say, and especially up north, because you really think up north,
it'll be more liberal.
Yeah, than down south.
Right.
But
right.
no.
Wow.
They ain't ready nowhere.
Yeah.
But they gonna get ready.
You gonna make them ready.
So that's you have a very impressive resume, and so beyond just a typical typecast and getting more so into just women in technology, what kind of advice would you have for women that want to be involved in technology? What were some of the ways you maneuvered around some of the hurdles that came in front of you?
I never gave up. Internet is your friend. You don't need nobody to push you or anything because someone is always going to discourage you. I get doors closed each
That's
and every
big.
day.
Somebody is always going to discourage you.
And they
Right.
discourage me.
Gotta
I'm
keep
telling
pushing.
you,
Come
as
up
a
to the
mom.
mic. Come up to the mic so we can hear this part.
As a mom, there have been many times out of the spread of my kids that they told me that I needed to stay home and watch my kids and give up.
Wait, so
going
your
to school.
Your employers
No,
told you that?
family.
Family.
Yeah, and friends.
Wow.
Well, so-called people,
Right.
acquaintances around you. Yeah.
Wow.
So I've been really pushing myself, and really with my kids too. And plus, my dad didn't raise me to be a person to give up.
Yeah.
He's always had me as a strong person and always reinventing. And that's my key word with my life. I always reinvent. I don't care if it's the next day. I don't care if it's next week. Whatever I want to be, I'm going to be that. And technology allows me to do that.
So leading into my next question, what do you love most about technology?
What I love is that you can be in any industry and still be very valuable
Yeah.
and a rock star.
Ooh, talk about that rock star.
That's what we want to talk about. I've done some research on you, but everything on your resume, I didn't know it. So what's next for you as a rock star in your industry? Are you curbing yourself to go teach other young women how to be heavily involved in tech? Like, knowing your journey, what's the kind of legacy you want to leave behind? What kind of direction do you want to take?
Well, actually, my sons, my 2 oldest sons, they go to the first ever technology magnet school, high-tech magnet school. It's called iTech. And there, I plan to, and they deal with GIS, which that's what they use at the Hurricane Center. So I interlink with them, and I keep my kids involved. Whatever they're doing, I'm doing. And all the programs that my kids are in, I always help offer whatever my services. But I'm stretched so far that it's like I'm excited every day and ready to do something, and then it's just like, I don't really have the time. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can do it. I get the calls every day.
Yeah.
I get calls every day, and people don't realize.
What kind of calls are these, though? What kind of calls are you getting?
To fix a laptop.
Oh.
Okay. Tablet.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Right. Or no. I'm just saying it. It's like I work myself all the way up to this point to be considered and called PC help. I am not that. I'm so much greater.
Oh.
I am
Say it
iconic.
again. Say it again.
Exactly.
You are
I
more
am
than
creative, innovative, and a superstar.
all right.
Right. So the PC help title, because it is so confining, how are you looking to break beyond that in your work? A lot of times we've had people on with the Miami Heat, and we talked about being an entrepreneur, how they sort of innovate within their jobs and within their space. How do you innovate at the National Hurricane Center?
How do I innovate?
Or work outside of that PC help title?
But it has to be within the Hurricane Center?
No, or
Not
wherever,
really.
No.
wherever,
Okay.
wherever.
No, like I said, I've always been reinventing. So I also have Chemnology, which was always my business on the side, you know what I mean? Because I always kept getting calls outside my
What
job.
was that cartoon on Nickelodeon?
Kim Possible.
Kim Possible. Yeah.
So I have that, and then I have, I'm trying to do my alter ego.
Okay.
It's called Kempire, and that's what, it was my breaking point in my career with getting these doors that were closed. I had, I don't know if you guys seen the movie Me, Myself, and Irene. I had a Hank moment, and that's what Kempire is.
Have you ever considered that you're so great you actually, this might not even be good for camera, but I'm going to say it anyways. Have you ever considered the dynamics of who you are as a person? You actually don't even need a alter ego. You really need to show people who you are, because so many people have no idea all the talents and all the intelligence that you embrace. And I think more young women could look up to you if they just simply knew the things you were doing. Have you just considered that?
Right. Or saw you.
Yeah, just seeing you in general. I mean, that's why we wanted you on the show. You have so much intelligence. You were in a final. I mean, when this talks about the pipeline of diversity and inclusion, you were one of 21 people, only one black female. The rest of them were males. You're in a male-dominated industry. I think more so, the alter ego may be for you to keep you calm. We do know you have a lot of energy, a lot of energy. So the fact that you're on stage shaking and you're nervous is bewildering to me. But have you ever considered that you alone are a superhero and you don't need an alter ego? You just need to let other women see exactly who you are? Have you considered that?
Think about it. No.
That's what you should do.
Yeah.
I just think, I don't know about you guys, but if you have been paying attention, it's absolutely phenomenal to think about the skill set you have. And it's absolutely heartbreaking for you to feel that you even have to reinvent anything about yourself. When you already are a superstar, you just need to let other women see the talents and the skills that you have.
Right.
You are a role model already, whether you know it or not.
Thank you. Thank you. But I do want to say one thing about
Go ahead.
Kempire is more of my fun side. You know how you have to have that dressed up, catch up side? That's that country, North Carolina talk, okay? Where you have to be, proper, three-piece suit or whatever. They put you in a box. And I had to show people how to break out that box. And
But
I know
everything about the Kim we know is outside of the box. The Kim,
But there's-
we don't know that. I don't even know who the hell that three-piece suit Kim is.
But I
ain't
am
never
an
met her.
alien. I don't have a particular name. You know what I mean? I don't know what, just to brand me.
You are simply amazing. That is your brand. Quit worrying about everything else people are trying to stereotype you are. You are simply amazing. That's it.
Thank you.
You're searching for something you don't
hear that.
need to search for. You already have broken so many glass ceilings that most women, if they simply knew the ceilings you've broken through, that would push them through the next level.
Straight inspiration.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that was gonna be one of my questions about the glass ceiling in terms of having that perseverance and continuing to hit it or either circumvent it. What within you allowed you? And I know you talked about your father being an inspiration, but beyond that, do you do mantras? Do you meditate? What do you sort of do within yourself to kind of like give yourself energy to keep going and keep
take
pushing?
pictures. That's what she
Or
does.
that, look, whatever it is, Kim. Like, what's your sort of secret sauce?
Okay, my secret sauce, which is Kimpire,
Okay.
which is the secret sauce. It's just enjoying life. You cannot change what's going to happen. I had to learn to accept
That's a good
that
attitude.
because I kept getting hurt, and I have people that are looking up to me, 5 little ones that are looking up to me, and I have to be this strong woman, and I have to pull it from somewhere.
Right.
So,
Right.
of course, little Joyce Meyer, you got to get her on the deck. I had to have that a little bit. And then I put on my music. Everybody that know me or come to my house or know, I am music. I sing, I dance, I do anything music. It soothes me, and I go into a zone, and I think I am a star. I am a mix.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Share. Look, that's what we're talking about.
That's what we want to
Be
hear.
your authentic self, girl. Walk in it.
Well, there's a Whitney in me. There's
Okay.
Janet Jackson. Okay, there's Beyonce.
So we gonna see some of that
There's
during
Rihanna.
karaoke?
You better
I
be
got
doing
so many
karaoke.
personalities of these people that you guys know. Y'all just don't know. Once I get in that zone, it is like Kim turns to somebody else.
The zone you was in Thursday that just went by.
I was so happy. No, I'm telling you, in this field, in my experience, it's a thankless job. So I had to do other things to get recognized. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and when I finally moved here to Miami, I'm seeing you guys doing this. Y'all have my 3 pieces: music, drinks, and a good DJ. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and food. So it's like, this was so amazing. This blew me away. And I was so discouraged at the time. So it's like, it's good to be around people that get you.
All right.
No one gets me in the past. So I was too, they always wanted to water me down. And whenever you feel like someone waters you down, you need to get out that situation. And I stayed in situations for too long.
Yeah.
Getting watered down to where you see this. You could tell that I'm an outgoing person, but I'm also
You've been kind of
scared.
muted.
Yeah. In the career part.
Well,
Yeah,
just
right.
like
So that's why I'd rather
Right.
be on the other side, because I could be myself and not be in a box.
Well,
I
just
don't
like
to be kept in a box.
Pharrell, we believe in the I am mother. We like the strange. We like the weird. We like the different. Those are the people we respect. So what we want to do real quick is we want to get into our quick 6. So we got 6
Quick
questions we're going to
6.
ask you, and you just got to respond as fast as possible, okay?
All right.
So if we had to pick a song to represent Kimpire, what would be that song?
Controlled by Janet.
Okay.
Yes. Drink of choice.
Besides the mic.
Right.
Bacardi.
Bacardi.
Anything.
All right.
I'm a mom. Look,
Oh,
we
that-
we
that's
we
your
ain't
Miami
picky around
speaking.
here. Throw Kool-Aid in that. Hey.
So
Make it work.
I
So
get it in.
Bacardi in any mixer. So Bacardi and ice, Kim is good to go. All right. So if you had to pick a movie that best represented your life, what movie would we be watching?
Aliens. Sigourney Weaver is me.
Okay.
I actually can get that. I get it.
That'll work.
That's dope. Okay.
In 5 years, where will Kim be?
In 5 years, Kim will be.
What your gut saying?
My gut is saying that I want to be the to own my own business. To be honest with you, that is my ultimate dream, is to own my own business and to have it done my way.
You want to
with
hit
my
her with
spice
one
to
more,
it.
Toya, and then I'll close out? We'll give her one more.
One more. By day, by night. Which one do you choose?
Night.
All right, so we're going to change it up just a little bit. What's one thing that most people don't know about you that you wish they knew? What's that legacy you want to leave?
The legacy I want to leave is that I'm motivational. I can help you through anything if I feel your heart is genuine and you're not fake, you know? And I help everyone. Anywhere I go, I help. I try to. And then, you know, I just want people to know that I love to enjoy life. And if you need help trying to figure that out in your dream and stuff like that, I would love to be a part of that. But when I had a time.
Well, you know what? We appreciate that, and for that, we'll make sure we get your next drink since you let the mic
Thank
get
you.
watered down. I don't know if you guys have been motivated at all, but every once in a while we get someone very special on this stage, and I would have to say this has been one of our most special guests. So if you don't mind, please give Kim Gordon a round of applause for everything she's been able to do. You are really a special and kindred soul. So Kim, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So we have about 2 more minutes. Is it a short question? How many? Okay, so what we're going to do, guys, we're going to go ahead and go to overtime with our questions. So don't go anywhere. We're about to get the questions in right now. Thank you.